Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video for today, and for this video I will be talking about the comparison of the Celine micro luggage tote versus the Louis Vuitton Kensington bag. Yes, these two bags are bags that I purchased within this year, and of course the Celine micro luggage and the Kensington bag, I have actually done a review on these two bags, which I will leave the links below in case you guys have yet to watch them. But why this video? Well, because I felt that these two bags has quite a lot of similarities, and some of you out there might be a bit confused on which bag you should purchase. Take a look at the Celine micro luggage versus the Kensington bag. So the size for one is very similar. These two bags are super gorgeous. And as for the weight, okay, unfortunately I do not have a weighing scale that is precise enough to measure how heavy they are. But if you ask me, this Celine micro luggage tote is definitely heavier than the Kensington bag. I guess I would understand why, because this bag, I mean, even though it is not entirely the leather, because the one that I bought actually has fabric in the front part here and also fabric here, and the leather parts are just the black portion, the handle, and of course the base. So I believe that is why it is definitely heavier than the Louis Vuitton Kensington bag, because for these, majority of it are canvas material, so it definitely has a lighter weight to it. Apart from that is the design. I mean, we all know that the Celine luggage tote has very interesting design. It has this, smiley with two eyes over here, and it comes in different colors, it comes in different material, it comes in different sizes. But for the Kensington bag, it only has one size and one design at the moment, so it's something that you want to consider. I mean, what kind of a person are you? Do you like colors, or do you like something that is light? So if you go for something that is light, definitely this is the winner. But if you prefer, some design and you prefer colors to it, definitely this will emerge as the top winner. And secondly, as for the feet, the luggage tote has 4 feet similar as the Kensington bags. As for the handle, this handle and this handle, they are all very spacious enough for you to put it in the crook of your arms, because as for myself, usually I will use the bags in the crook of my arms, so this fits well. But if you put it onto your shoulder, it gets pretty tight, because as you guys can see, I don't have enough space to really move this bag around. But maybe if you guys have a slimmer arm, then it might not be a problem. Similarly, for the luggage tote, it is something that you can put in the crook of your arm, but anyway, onto your shoulder, it will be too tight and uncomfortable for me. So the closure for a micro luggage tote is that it has a zip top closure. So if you guys are really very particular about your items being pickpocketed and you prefer more security, this is definitely a bag that you would want to consider, because it has a zip top. But unfortunately for the Kensington bag, I mentioned before, it doesn't have a zip top closure, but it has this middle pocket that has a zip, meaning that you can still put your more valuable and precious items in that pocket. Personally, I feel that the space inside the micro luggage is adequate for my daily essentials. Similarly, for the Louis Vuitton Kensington bag, it's also a bag that has abundance of space. You could put a lot of things inside. So in terms of space, I am personally very happy, because I will show you later that I have 12 items with me. Both 12 items are able to enter or to be placed inside both bags, but the weight is very different, which I will explain more in details later. Once you open inside, you will see that there is a zip pocket over there, and also 2 more pockets over there. So personally, I don't usually use the pockets very much, because it's actually quite thin, meaning that if I want to put anything inside, I would really have to stretch the pocket out a bit to put my item. But the interior, of course, it's all leather, meaning that if you have long nails, what happened is that you could easily scratch the interior and also this exterior part that are all leather. So I have a personal experience whereby at the back of this luggage tote, my nails actually scratched, and I can actually see some scratch marks. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So I am actually very worried each time when my nails tend to get longer, and even when I put my things inside the bag, because the interior are all leather, I have to be very careful, because otherwise my nails could just leave a permanent mark on the leather. And what about for the Louis Vuitton Kensington bag? I mentioned before that the inner lining are all microfiber, in light beige in color. Unlike the Celine micro luggage tote, the inner lining is black, meaning that, you know, if there are any stains inside, it will not be very obvious, like for example lipstick stain or whatsoever. I could still wipe it off. But for this kind of a material, because it has a microfiber lining, what happened is that if there are any stains inside, I guess it will be very challenging to remove the stains, especially lipstick stains, for example, or pen ink stains, because the material could easily absorb the color, and it will be very challenging. I'm not sure whether could you remove the stain marks, but I think it will be very challenging. So you have to be extra careful when you put anything inside. Given the fact that it only has one zip in the middle, I could usually put my, you know, my phone, that's the max, or my travel card inside. But as for my wallet, because I have a long wallet, I would usually have to put it in the bigger compartments here. So another one more thing that I would like to touch on is the fact that this bag comes with a shoulder strap. So in case of those of you who have never seen the shoulder strap before, this is how the shoulder strap looks like. And it's also dark brown in color, no vachetta leather, so there is no need to worry that it would patina or it might discoloration. As for the luggage tote, it doesn't come with a shoulder strap. Well, the nano size comes with a shoulder strap, but not for the micro, mini, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure why they don't want to include a shoulder strap, because I believe they could still do so if they want to. But yeah, they only limit the shoulder strap to the nano size only. If this bag tends to get heavy, that's where you will have to start to, you know, shuffle your hands, meaning that, you know, instead of using it this hand, you may want to switch sides and use it on your left hand. That's what I usually do. Or I would just hand carry it like this, just using the handle this way. Because honestly speaking, after putting in 12 items inside this bag, it does get heavy. So if you guys were to ask me between these two, which are my favorites, I mean, it's really hard for me to tell you that, because both bags have their own character. It has their own beauty. I mean, they're both gorgeous, but it really depends on, you know, your mood on that day, your attire on that day. I mean, how you want to wear them. Without further ado, let me just start to show you the 12 items that I will usually put inside this bag and how it looks like, versus the 12 items I will put inside the micro Celine luggage tote. Okay, wow, with 12 items inside, this bag gets very heavy already. So definitely I will have to use the shoulder strap for sure. And let me show you quickly how does the interior looks like. So I have packed everything in this pocket, the middle pocket, and also the other pocket. So all 12 items are able to be placed inside, and I still have quite a lot of space which I can place more items. Next, let me show you guys the Celine micro luggage, and I will be transferring whatever items that I showed you guys earlier into the bag. Okay, so I have actually packed all 12 items inside the Celine micro luggage. Wow, this is definitely heavier than the Kensington bag. Oh my gosh. And guess what? There is no shoulder strap for this, so if I have to really bring all those shelf items out, I tell you, my arms are gonna break. And everything is all inside. There are still a bit more space for you to put more items, but definitely there were more space available in the Kensington bag. I guess there's one more thing that I've forgotten to mention to you about. This bag, it actually has a button that you can detach, which means you can actually put in more things in the bag. So this is something that the luggage tote doesn't have. So yeah, that's it for my video. I hope you guys have a better idea about the micro Celine luggage tote versus the Kensington bag. I mean, both bags are super gorgeous, and it's really a very hard time to make a decision on which bag to buy. So that's why it explains why in the end of the day I actually got both, because they both have their own character. With that, I would like to end this video, and I'll see you again in my next video. So have a great day.